Welcome to another edition of the greatest goddamn D&D stream on this world and the next here. Welcome to Goblins Under the Stairs. You got Soulrack the Destroyer ready to slash and bash your Sunday night with my epic Wrecking Crew Destroyers. You got Wilma Chattington from his couch. You got Fang the Man from the Underdark here. And of course, to lead us on this epic adventure, the greatest goddamn D&D DM in all the land here. It's Nate Gonzalez. Take it away, Nate.
Boo-doo-boo-boo-boo. Thank you, Soulrack Destroyer. Welcome back, everyone, to tonight's Sunday night edition of Goblins Under the Stairs. Man, we have been under here in the Underdark for a little bit of time now that we have. We were just discussing about that before going live. Let's see how far we can go. It has been a while indeed. We'll keep on going deeper and deeper into the Underdark. And does someone want to go and give us a little recap of what happened the last time? What happened the last time we were together for that little bit of inspiration? It's going once, going twice. Alrighty.
The last time.
Well, you got it.
Too tired.
No worries. So the last time we were all together, you guys were continuing on your battle with House Rolaren here in their main hall. Where Matron Xerith sat on her obsidian black spider throne in a room with these 7 statues, altars of deities of the Drow pantheon, different gods and goddesses. All sorts of different mages were in this room protecting the matron against any unwanted intruders, aka you motherfuckers. And with that, they put up a hell of a fight. They used their magic to the best that they could, using fairy fire and shooting webs out at you guys. And, of course, able to slice through these mages and intimidate the matron and her priestesses, her daughters, and even her son into abandoning this battle and leaving, going where? Not 100% sure. But with the act of them leaving, Matron left one last surprise for you all as the water in the fountain in the center of the room began to rumble and bubble and overflow from this fountain, and with that flooding the room, and one of these statues, the image of Loth, a giant spider-like lower body with a woman's abdomen and upper body protruding from the abdomen of the spider, and a terrifying form of this statue emerged from the fountain and began to fight against you guys to the death. And Soulrack, after a few rounds of this fight, noticed that there was a crystal glowing from within the center of his abdomen, and with a few properly placed slices or stabs into it, the crystal finally erupted and exploded the whole rocky exterior, the stone body of the statue of Loth into thousands of sundered pieces across the room. With that, you guys stand in a room here of floating drow carcasses, bodies strewn about. You save Zoran from a close death. And with that, the sound of music and cheers erupts from the northwest, as you guys can see a pen about 20 to 30 feet tall of a solid stone, some sort of cage or a pen of sorts. The music seems to be coming from up there. And with that, what would you guys like to do?
I think we need to investigate that lovely, lovely noise.
I agree. So, if we could also find a spot to perhaps rest, that might be wise before we keep going.
I don't know if we want to really rest in here. They might come back.
Yeah, I think at this point we've got to just keep on keeping on. But yeah, let's check to see what all that ruckus is up there. And you said you recall that the music they were playing.
think they yeah, I think that's an old
There's
band that
Wilbur's music.
used to hang out. Yeah.
It was. So, question is, how are they playing his music?
I'd assume with instruments and stuff.
How do I reach these kids?
But maybe even some sort of horn instrument.
As the three of you all find your way walking on up there to this slave pen that's lined with straw. As I mentioned, it's got a hard kind of stone exterior, a solid kind of iron barred gate as a door protecting it. You guys can see inside 5 halflings all playing music and kind of dancing around and cheering. All look very disheveled and weak at this moment, but very happy and jubilant at this time of success in your guys' battle. And one of them closest to the cage or to the gate walks up to you guys and says, "You did it! You really did it, didn't you? All those bastard drow are dead."
Well, not all of them. Some of them did get away, but you're safe.
And Sorek, as you look at this guy and you're saying this to him, he kind of cocks his head a little bit and rubs his eyes and say, "Well, I be damned. Ain't you Solrak, the to-be king of Daggerford?"
Well, that's right.
Well, sheesh. This is Peter Brightmoon. Don't you remember me? He used to play at the Holy Cow all the time.
So that explains why you guys know Chattington's tunes.
Yeah, Wilmore. Yeah, of course. Wilmore used to play along with us. We're the sing-alongs. And they always say, "We are the sing-alongs."
Yeah. I remember you guys. You guys were great. But I can see you guys have been getting along without Wilmore just fine.
Oh, well, Wilmore spilled his ways quite some time ago. You know, we've been living out on the road, going town to town. We was just making our ways back to Daggerford when we got picked up. It wasn't very fun, I tell you that much, but I guess they liked the cut of our jib a little bit, and they let us stick around and play a little bit of music for them.
You know, in a weird way, that might have saved your life, because Daggerford is definitely not what you remember right now, my friend.
Oh, I mean, when we were approaching, I could tell something was off. There was an eerie feeling to the air. Darkness.
Oh, yeah.
There's lots of darkness. I've never seen so much darkness. Except for when I close my eyes at night. It's pretty dark then. But, nonetheless, these drow, yeah, they were going around and scooping people up and bringing them into the town. And like I said, we played them a song and got one of them smiling enough and brought us on down here to play for them.
Now tell me, have you only remained in this space, or you've ventured outside of these walls while you've been here?
Unfortunately, or maybe fortunate for us, they just kept us in here. We've been kept in the dark, so to say.
Got it. Well, to be honest, I don't know if it's safe for you to come with us. So you guys might want to go your own way and get the hell out of here.
What do you mean? You're not here to rescue us? I thought the Prince of Daggerford was here to rescue us.
I mean, sure, yeah, but now that we have rescued you, we have to keep going, and there's way more dangerous creatures, and I don't know if we're equipped to battle them.
I mean,
but to be honest, the world needs such a great band, right, guys? And I look over at Wrecking Crew.
Kind of poke my head in. You guys ever killed a mind flayer before? Give him a big old smile.
I beg your pardon.
You ever
Mind
killed
flayer, you know.
a mind flayer before? You know, that's where we're going.
They all kind of look at each other.
Yeah.
No. You're going to the Mind Flayers? I think we better get on getting. But first off, he kind of shakes the pen door a little bit. Yeah, can you give us a little help here?
Oh,
Have you seen
sure.
or heard anything down here? Like from the you know, the head honchos?
Oh,
Like
I
any
mean,
scheming?
definitely plans and plans happening. I can tell you that much. From what I've really been able to gather, is that these drows here, along with some other folks, they've been capturing people, taking them either into Daggerfoods and doing all sorts of weird things with them, or bringing them down here and taking them over yonder. Kind of gives a little whistle and a head tilt to suggests like to the west essentially. They take them over yonder and never hear from them ever again. Um,
It
say,
seems like we're heading in that direction.
Have they brought anybody interesting through these parts?
Interesting in which way? I mean, I'd say that we're pretty interesting.
Oh, Big Pete, I know you're interesting, but you know, we're you know, well, I guess I can break it to you. And I kind of like put my hood back, and the ears pop up, and I mean, I'd imagine at one point in time, Wilmore might have introduced me, and it's you know, they got Wilmore, and now we're trying to, well, get them.
What do you mean they got Wilmo? Like Wilmo's playing the music for them somewhere too?
I just kind of pull out his remains, like from my bag of holding, and just hold it up. Like they got him.
And I whisper over to Fang, by the way, you gotta stop showing people Wilmo's remains like that. But that's him, all right.
How does this happen to Wilmore? He's that's dust. That's nothing.
Have you maybe heard the word Narvi or the brain or any
Red
interesting
Drake.
things going on here? Because yeah, you know, ever since you left old Wilmore, he actually got with these two, and well, they tried to save the world, and he kind of paid enough for all two of them. I kind of point mildly angrily at Solrak and Fang for letting Wilmore die. There's
to be
there's
fair,
a resentment.
I think what my little furry little friend here is not telling you is that me and Wilmore were in an epic battle with Narvi, where I proceeded to give Narvi the slashing of his life.
And yes, I was not there either, apparently.
And Fang was over there getting beat up, like, so much, and I was like, suck it, Narvi, and I started slashing and bashing, and then he got Wilmore, and Wilmore actually did something pretty badass, right? He comes back to life. It's epic. Then, unfortunately, Narvi turned him into dust after that, which, you know.
Yeah, and then unfortunately, neither
Yes,
Solrak
more.
nor Fang could
Get
actually
out of
kill
there.
him. So
Hey, I
Narvi's
almost
still
killed
alive
him.
now, even though
It was close.
Wilmore's not.
But we can bring him back. Why we keep him around with us.
But anyway, long story short, that's why we can't go back to the surface with you. We've got to go a little bit further into the Underdark, and if any of you guys, and I kind of look around at the rest of his crew, heard anything or know anything that can help us kind of avenge old Chattington number 2, that would be very helpful.
So you guys just kind of like spill all this out and kind of like rambling over each other. Pete is just like blinking at you guys, like back and forth, looking at each one of you as each one of you begins to say something else and incoherent to the next one. Wow, it's no wonder Wilma got what he got. Sheesh, can't even get along. Just talking about the instance, eh? Well, hey, maybe you let us out here first, and maybe I can tell you a little bit more. You know?
All right. Let me see.
What are we dealing with
I'm
here?
gonna-
Like a like cell like bars, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's like a sturdy iron barred gate.
Can I just eye him suspiciously? It's just weird that he's not gonna say anything until we let him go, and he's not really upset that Wilmer's dead or anything like that.
Yeah, go ahead and make an insight
Make sure
check.
nothing wonky's going here. Come all the way to the top. Insight.
Oh yeah.
24.
Wise Wilma.
Yeah, so you look at him, and the rest of them are all kind of like just like listening in curiously, and of course look rather upset. But this whole situation that they have found themselves in has got them quite upset, and really not much can break them more than they have already been broken. Essentially, you can tell they're very skinny, and you can see just like remnants of like bits of like mushroom on the ground, and a slop bowl that has just like a tiny bit of water still sitting in it, that you can tell each one of them have been drinking from. Pretty much their character has just been broken at this point, and yeah, he's not seeming like he's so sad because, I mean, terrible things has already happened to him, and it's just like another notch essentially for him. But yeah, he seems to be himself, and
Okay.
for the most part just wants to get out of this cage before helping you guys out any further. Kind of like
Okay.
scratch my back, scratch yours.
All right. So while we figure out how to open this, I'd kind of pull a ration out of my backpack and throw 2 rations in there and say, "You guys sit tight for a second and eat up while you're at it."
I also throw in a tongue of madness mushroom, and I hand it to Pete. So here you go. This might help with the. I know Wilma threw a couple rations in. Hopefully this will add to all that. I'm sure you guys are hungry. Hopefully Pete will eat it.
Okay.
And I also give them a ration.
They'll kind of like gather around for the little bits of food that you guys have donated here. Thank you. Really much appreciated. But say, maybe this gate, and kind of looks at it again, and each one of them begins to just eat a little bit off this piece and tears it off, and you can tell that they're very weak right now.
Well, I would say step back a little bit. Papa's got work to do.
While he's
Get
doing that,
ready.
I look for a lever or anything like a switch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to kick the door down.
You look around and you see that it's held shut by some sort of like locking mechanism that has some sort of arcane sigils on it.
I'm gonna try kicking it down.
Okay. Make a athletics check.
I'd cast
Okay.
wisdom on him while he's. So I'd see him like kicking it. I'd cast wisdom on like the second kick.
Does that give me advantage or anything?
Gives you D4.
Bless or what is this?
Guidance. I'm sorry,
Guidance.
guidance.
Okay. Ooh, 23 plus 24.
24. All right. And you said you're kicking it.
Yeah.
And
Do that.
so yeah, you go and take a couple steps back and scuff up the ground a little bit, and just kind of go up 300 style, stomp right into the center of it, and you feel the iron gate just kind of completely bend in, and where you would expect with such a mighty kick of yours for it to possibly just completely break off of the hinges or break open altogether. It completely just kind of breaks in the gate and just leaves a kind of a tiny enough opening for the halflings to squeeze out of. Um, but
I look back over at the halflings and I give him a double-eyed wink. Like,
you happen to kick in such a position though that it sends like this pain up your heel, up your leg, and you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage with that.
all right.
Um,
I no sell it though, and though I'm like, it hurts inside. I'm like, but outside, I'm like, yeah, totally cool, totally fine.
Peter sticks his head in and squeezes through, and he's got like half his body in. He's pushing himself out, and finally he plops out of there, and he just like starts like rambling after he like gets on out of here, and says, "Hey, come on, fit on in. You guys can all make it." And he's like, "Man, that was." He starts just hearing him speaking. "Man, that was fucking tight. You think such a big guy would be able to kick it in a little bit tighter or tougher than that?" But I guess he does his best. And he looks around like, well, why did I just say that? And
I look down and I look like I'm about to snap his neck, but then I say, I guess I know what Wilmore was friends with you.
Whoa, easy big guy, easy big guy. Peter, watch your mouth. Peter, watch your fucking mouth, dude. And he's like looking around like, why am I saying this? And
so Peter, tell me what you know about everything you've seen and heard from these drow.
Everything I've seen and heard, sure. So, in terms of what, I could go on for days. They've said a lot.
Like schemes, plans, like just anything out of the ordinary, or that might benefit all of Faerun. For us,
Take like a really long time telling us, like
Yeah,
60
and
minutes.
while they're talking, I'm in the background behind my back, ritually casting detect magic.
Okay.
Ooh, actually, I'm going to take a potion while I'm thirsty, and it's gonna be my potion of detect thoughts. In case they're lying.
I wouldn't do that because the tongue of madness mushroom that I fed him is what's causing him to speak all of this. He's speaking his mind right now, and it's he doesn't have a choice. Pretty much.
Weird.
I start blushing at Fang, just got all that big brain activity going on.
So you see, the matron, that's the mother of the group. She had this mind flayer assistant, Azax, that they were running some sort of operation together. Being the most magical drows there is, they were connected with the psionic abilities of these mind flayers. He's like says to himself or out loud, but what the fuck am I even talking about? Psionics? I'm just repeating what I've heard. I don't know anything about what any of this actually is. Anyways, so as I was saying, they had some sort of plan going on here, and you mentioned if I heard of the brain. Well, yeah, they did talk about the brain a little bit. I just assumed that was some sort of code, but for some sort of big smarty or something like that. But the brain is the one that's heading everything, where they're taking the bodies and whatnot. They said that they're gonna turn them into other eliphids or something like that, and they're taking them over to the they called it a lift knock or something like that. They said that they gotta go through the lift knock and take it to there's different like portals in there or something like that, where they take them to the far realms, and that's where the brain is, and that's where the brain feeds on all the memories and the brains of all these peoples that they take in, and they take in them and they turn in them to these lithids, and some of the lithids they're turning into other kinds of things. They said they're the Nothics or something like that, and just they're taking these people and they're making them crazy, and I know that's what they got going on over there, and it's kind of like points back over to like that's where he was taking them bodies that I've seen.
Peter, you've done excellent for me. Um, is there anything else you know, or is that everything?
Well, I noticed that these mind flayers, they've apparently the place that they go to down there, they've had for a little bit of time now, for many years, they said, but they were trying to bring someone up to be the first brain, to be the leader, but they were all fighting with each other and they couldn't figure it out, something like that. And many years went on, blah blah blah. They were waiting and waiting, and then finally they're like, "Hey, let's work together. Let's do it all together, right?" And so they decided to do that. And just in that time, there's this what was his name? It was Talavar. This guy who came in here and said that, "Hey, you know, I'll be the brain. I can take on this power for you guys and be the leaders." I'm paraphrasing here, but that's pretty much what went down. And now
Malabar, you said.
yeah, now he's down there leading the way, sucking on all the brain juices and taking all the powers from all these people's psionics and stuff like that.
So
You're telling me Talbar used to just be some guy before he was turned into this massive brain?
That's what I've been gathered from everything we've heard. Yeah.
well, Talavar was Alavar, and then he turned into Talavar, and now he's just a brain, and apparently he runs all the Illithids, if I'm understanding this right.
If I
Yeah.
understand right, is that he is the brain. He's the I thought because he was the wizard, he's the big smart one, but where you guys makes it sounds is that he's actually a brain.
He
He
was
he, he is the brain, literally. That's all
That's
he
way
is,
easier than I
is a
thought it
brain.
was.
Big giant brain. Floats around. Somehow he talks. Has no mouth. Kind of confusing. You just gotta go
I guess
along
he's
with
not really giant. He's kind of like a normal sized brain, now that I think about it. But anyway, this is wonderful.
Yeah, Peter, you've been great. Thank you. Best of luck getting out of here, unless
Well, and he just searches around, and they can't just leave us. We're gonna die. We're all gonna die. There's no way we can get out of here. He covers up his mouth. Yeah, I mean, you heard what I said. The five of us, there's no ways we can survive just getting out of here. We don't even know where's we is.
Do any of you other friends have anything to say? Just kind
Uh,
of gesturing to the other.
they all kind of like look
members.
around and like, I think Peter said enough for all of us, hasn't he?
well, do you guys want to, Jency and Wilma? Do you guys think it'd be the worst idea to bring them along?
Yes, I legitimately do.
it. I mean, I think it's more dangerous for them to come with us than to just go on their own.
Well, maybe
We could tell them where we came
Zeron,
from.
and I kind of like motion to the other drows, and it's like, hey friends, so I take it you guys aren't going to take us much further in this lovely place, are you?
Zeron would kind of chime in here, standing forward. Unfortunately, this is where we will have to split and part ways. Knowing that Matron has made her way out of here, chances are she's going back to Menzabranzin, or who knows, maybe she made a stop into the abyss to speak with some handmaidens of Wealth herself. Regardless, it does not leave us in a very good place, and we need to play some, clean up this mess, if you will.
Well, perhaps one final kind of good deed you guys could help us with is maybe you could see our little friends here to the surface.
Peter just starts mumbling, "No fucking way, you're not gonna give us to these drows. No, we don't want to go with the drows again." And covers up his mouth quickly.
I just kind of put my hand on his shoulder. These are the good ones.
And you see,
That's
just
right.
like swallows a big gulp. If you say so. He looks around at them. Hey, what do you all say? Should we trust these fine drow? And Zoran, you see, he's got like his blades flipping around, and he slips back into his side thing. Like, you guys will be safe with us, I promise. And Peter once again goes, "We're fucking dead, aren't we?" And
Look
just
back at Peter and say, "Relax, little man. You have our word that they are safe. In fact, we probably wouldn't even be able to save you guys without their help anyways. So take a chill pill, little guy."
all right, we'll go with them. Thank you for freeing us from here, for getting rid of those the tables of the Lawrence families. It's been rough, and we appreciate you. Even if you can't take us to the surface or wherever's, maybe we'll see you in other times. Hopefully in Daggerford once again, Solrak, once you get it back to how it should be.
Hey, you have my word. You will be welcome back to the rebuilt Daggerfoot with open arms, and you will entertain the people once again. I tussle his head again. Go on out of here.
You know,
Be
I
merry.
really hate it when people do that to my hair. I mean, I'll see you later. Thank you again.
As he goes to pull away, I kind of like grab his arm real quick, like turn him around, and go, "Next time you guys are singing a song, make sure the Wrecking Crew's in it."
Gives you
That's right.
a double-eyed wink. Just kind of blinks at you. Who the fuck is the Wrecking Crew? All right. Let's get on going.
I just look over to Solrak and Fang, go, "I never did like him."
Well, Petey, have a safe journey, and before you go, what part of Daggerford is your accent from? Very, very particular.
It's right across the water.
I
Sounds like.
was gonna say it's King's Daggerford. You know, it's right next to Queens.
Yeah, yes. That's what it sounded like. You sounded like you could totally walk from the Queens to a Yankees game. Totally. But anyway.
Bet you he likes
have a safe
pies.
journey, little ones.
He's a big fan of pies.
Two fucking
By the
pies.
way, I'd like to I'm gonna toss some 10 gold pieces. So this is for when you get to the surface. Take care of your friends.
Thank you, Solrak. Thank you. And don't worry, we'll write a song or two about the Wrecking Crews. I'll just fucking with you.
You got it.
All right, we got 10 gold pieces. Let's go get some fucking pies. And they start running off, and
Pies.
the drow kind of shake their head, and Zoran says, "You guys go on ahead. I'll catch up right with you." They all start to wrangle the halflings. They all start to play their tunes. Cymbals crashing, lute being strummed, flute being played, and Zoran kind of just laughs and says, "Well, I did not have that on my bingo card today." That being
What's bingo?
It's the name of the farmer's dog. That being said, O is right.
Many dogs had cards, but okay.
With that being said, thank you guys for your help clearing this troublesome house out. They should push him back for quite some time, get him off of the case of pushing up the ladder of the houses of Menzoberranzan, and leave Matron Ben Ray quite happy. Was there anything else that you needed from Zoran before we were to make our way back up to the surface to drop these ones off, and then of course make our way to Menzoberranzan?
Yeah, so Zoran, first off, thank you. Second off, I know little Petey there kind of built out everything that he knew, and we have a general idea of where to go to find Palavar. Do you have any other tips, pointers, directions, anything like that you can just give us before it's just us three?
Yes, that's actually a great point. I guess we never really did make it to that point in the conversation, did we? Come
Not
with me
quite.
real quick. And he begins to walk down to the southwest to the opening. And you guys see this large entrance that kind of goes out into this massively large cavern, this natural cavern where you see stalactites and stalagmites and all sorts of large glowing mushrooms of different shapes, sizes, and colors, kind of giving this dim glow to this room in here. See the ceiling goes up to about like 80 to 100 feet with just dripping stalactites from it. And he leads you guys on in here and says, we need to find the entrance to the tunnels that will take you to this Elithnok, as I believe your friend Pita was trying to call it. The Temple of the Elithids. As you see, well,
You said Flint Knock?
Elithnok.
A Lith Knock. Gotcha.
Yeah, yes. Begins to lead you guys. So come on, don't be shy. Into this temple, or into this cavern.
Where'd you go?
Oh.
Did you leave? Where'd you
No,
go?
yeah, he's in here.
Oh, I didn't see him. There he is.
And you guys start to pass through all sorts of different kinds of shapes and colors of mushrooms. Some of them the barrel stalks with kind of like the wide base, short mushrooms. You see some that are very tall, zirkwoods, looming over top of you, and you guys can't help but be a little bit nervous as you see these and wait to see if any arms or eyes appear from them. It says, follow along. It must be this way, as he pulls out a stone with a sigil on it, and you see it begin to just glow dimly, like pulsing in his palm. Yes, we'll have to cross over this river. I've seen that you guys have some sorts of capacities to deal with this without, too much trouble. As he levitates slowly over it himself.
Well, so Rat, get that broom out.
I'll drag you guys on
Yep.
down.
I hop on
thank
my
you.
broom. And I zip zap zoop over. And then I send it back over for Wilma.
And again, as I ride on it, I rub my fingers across the bottom, and there's a WC on there, and I keep going like, motherfucker, why does he still have this thing?
I run across the water.
Possession is 3/10 of the law.
He's got the stone in his hand, and the sigil is starting to really pulse a little bit brighter now as he turns around in here in this little alcove. He says, should be over here, as he begins to run his hands along the rough rock, and then taps it a couple times so you guys can hear a little bit of a hollow sound as he holds the stone up to it, and see, kind of presses it in an indented area, and it just kind of lets off this very slight hum, like vibrating inside the wall. And with that, the earth before you just separates and opens up. A little bit of dust falls from the ceiling, and you can definitely smell like decay and very like old smell just kind of waft up through as the door opens up in here. This wall just emerges. It says, well, this is the entranceway to continue on past. You'll go down here for quite a little bit of time. You'll follow through this labyrinth of tunnels. You'll go down and around a bit. Just stay on this path until you eventually will make it to a glowing green door with symbols kind of resemble that of a tentacled head. That of a mind flayer itself. Once you have made it there, you have made it to the Elithnok itself, and from there, as PETA was mentioning, there are other passageways, you may call it, to another pocket, a far realm pocket, where they keep their protected matters, that which I can only imagine is where the brain is stationed.
Farm Realm Pocket.
Yes. Apparently, this wizard had much interest in different dimensions and realms, and traversing through them and pulling creatures through them as well, and studying them. He's gained some sort of access and ability to have those creatures travel about, and so that he can keep himself protected, it seems, or those that they, those things and items or knowledge that they need protected, kept secured away in one of these far realms.
Now, how will we know when we come across one of these pockets you speak of? Is it like a dimension portal looking thing?
From what I've gathered, it's essentially something along those lines, yes.
Got it.
They apparently harvest some sort of crystal to power, give power to those down there and these realms as well.
Just so I'm on the same page, are these different planes, or are these just pocket dimensions within the material plane?
That I'm not quite certain of. All I know is that he does travel to different planes, and potentially, yes, has his own pocket dimensions, but I believe these are, would they secure themselves are in some sort of distant realm.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Whether that be on this plane or another plane, I'm not quite certain.
Fair enough. Okay, so realms can be in planes. All right. Wouldn't know that. Okay, so and one kind of last thing. This little hallway here, is it safe?
You know, the Underdark, as he kind of laughs himself, is
Yeah.
quite a dangerous place. Being a creature myself that has grown up, lived, survived in the Underdark, I've learned to live with my senses on high alert at all times, and kind of grabs his blade out quicker than you guys couldn't even notice and spins it around in his hands, and my weapons at ready. I would suggest you all approach in the same capacity.
Will do. Now, how long would you say this all this conversation time has passed? Little guy.
Yeah, since the pens and everything, I'd say 45 minutes has passed. At least. If before we split ways as well, as I mentioned, this crystal that they use to harvest some sort of power. I know that you all, at least the stories that we've been told, is that you all were able to destroy a crystal of Narvu's possession, stopping some of the plans that he had laid out, creating and siphoning this energy from the planet to feed into a being to create the new god. Well, apparently that was just a shard of the crystal, and there's a few of these shards about. And although that one has been destroyed, others are still at full power, the power that they have at least, and believe that one of these is kept within the far realm.
Do you suspect that we might come in contact with other shards along the way to the far realm, or is that the only one that you know of?
As far as I know, I believe that would be the only one. I know that from words being spread from Bregenderth that there were humanoids, I don't know if they were drow or members of the Zentarum or what have you, that were tasked to find other pieces of the shard and bring them down here. And there was tasked also to bring one to Daggerford.
So destroy the other
makes
shard as
sense.
well.
Another shard and a brain. 2 things to kill. So
No sweat.
Yep. So like while we were talking, I was flipping through Wilmore's notes, and I was flipping through Wilmore's notes, and I found this section that describes his first meeting with Hecaton, and how his daughter was frozen by the dragon and all that good stuff. I kind of tear it out, I fold it up, and I tear it in half, and then I cast Mending on it, so there's like a nice little W on it, and I kind of hand it to him, and I go, look, I know Jarlaxle probably doesn't want to get too involved here, but look, at the end of the day, if the world is dead, he's not going to have much fun. You Drow aren't going to have that much fun, and I don't even think Loth is going to have that much fun, even though you guys don't really like her that much, from my understanding. But, I forget how many days are left, but, you know, in 12 days, or whatever the number is, there's going to be a meeting of the minds outside of Daggerford. And I know you and your kind aren't really liked up on the surface. So if you want, I'd really, really think it might be worthwhile for Jarlaxle to be part of those conversations. But the only way you'll probably get in without too much of a fight is, and I kind of hand him the letter and go, search out the Storm Giants. Either Hecaton or this big motherfucker named Harshnag. Give him this and tell him the Wrecking Crew sent you. And if they don't like it, run. But if they like it, I'd be real happy to see you guys there.
Go and make a persuasion check with advantage.
Top persuasion.
And that's a nat
6.
20.
Nat 20.
Nice.
If this was Wilmore, that would have been a 37.
Yeah, right. Crazy.
Just point that out.
Looks at the letter and listens to your words and folds it up and sticks it in a pocket in his chest. Gives you a bit of a nod and says, we'll seek out the Storm King. It's not something I ever thought we would ever... Never thought that would be a sentence that would leave my lips, but we'll seek out the Storm King. If we cannot make amends with him, we'll seek out this Harshnag that you speak of. And we'll have Jarlaxle, if Jarlaxle is willing, of course. I'll put in a good word for you, to be there at Daggerford when all this shit finally goes down.
Thank you. And when the time comes, we'll need everyone to save Faerun and everything underneath it, too.
That's right.
The world.
Yes, the world, although we come from a place of darkness, it needs light. It needs that balance, and I understand you surface dwellers, well, that light is part of life itself. Whereas we thrive in the dark, you all need that light to sustain yourselves and flourish and be the fullest selves that you possibly can be. So, as you mentioned, Wilma, this will benefit everyone if we can bring this balance back to Faerun as it once was.
We'll see you there, my friend. I give him a double-eyed wink.
He just slinks off back into the shadows and says, "Thank you again, Wrecking Crew," as he vanishes, like, quicker than you guys could imagine, and just floats over the water, and silently into the night, he disappears.
Oh, that's cool.
So
Well,
salacious.
a lady and gent, seems we know where to go.
Well, kinda. We know where to start.
That's right. So
We
shall
know we
we?
need to go down this way. I will
Yeah,
say
let's-
I'm a little bit beat up. How many days do we have left, roughly?
10 to 11.
Hear me out. I can't imagine this door would close. Knock on Zerkwood. But what if we bunker down in some Zerkwood? You know, find a nice limb or branch to hold us, get a nice long rest, and then move forward. Because if we're going in the way we're looking, which, mind you, we look rough, I can't imagine good things are going to come.
I've been dying for a long rest, so I'm down.
And maybe two of us take turns. Which I don't even know how we would be able to do that.
I may have a different idea. If we really want to take a little rest.
What are you thinking?
I think it just come a little closer. Just sit down with me in a little circle for a second here.
Oh God, no. This is just like Wilmore whipping out the old skull. Make it quick, Wilma.
I sit.
This might take probably a couple hours. If
That's
it
even longer than Wilmore's.
if it works. I'm just gonna kind of sit there and put my hand on both of their shoulders, and we're just gonna slowly start to, like, everything just becomes foggy, and we just kind of fade away. And I'm gonna cast level 8 etherealness, and we're just gonna sit there for 8 hours and take a rest in the ethereal plane
All right, let's
in this
see.
little area. See if that works.
It's not concentration.
Not concentration. 8 hours.
Okay. So,
Level 8 spell.
tell me what you do. What you guys do?
So, like, as soon as that happens, everything just kind of exactly looks the same. It's a little hazy, and, like, the walls in front of us, and I also kind of, like, look at them and be like, welcome to the ethereal plane. I've actually never been here, but I just kind of wash my hand right through the wall, and we're all just kind of floating and just kind of in the ether. And I kind of whisper to them, now, the thing is, there might be other things here, so we should just lay down, relax, take a little break, and see what happens. Oh, and make sure you're not, like, in a wall, because when this thing clicks out, it'll hurt a lot.
So, this is like another dimension we're in?
It's another
look
plane
around.
of existence that wraps around the material plane.
Wow. I came to kill some brains, not get into some mind-blowing experiences. This is deep.
I'm just kind
Oh,
of sitting in my crisscross applesauce, eyes open, but I feel like everything is just blank as if my eyes were closed, and I'm just in this complete state of, like, relaxation, as if, yeah, I am just kind of weightless and floating, and no weight physically or, like, psychologically is bearing on me at this moment.
I'm enjoying the feeling of being so light. Like, spinning around the air. Like, "Ee."
This is how I used to feel when it was just me back at home as a kid playing. And now all this, I feel like I bear such a weight on my shoulders, with trying to save Faerun and just, God, this, I wish I could feel like this all the time.
Well, I don't think I've ever felt like this before.
Take it in, buddy.
Sometimes
in.
we all just need to take a little load off. It's a lot saving the world's guys, and I'm still like they kind of notice I'm still like looking around, just making sure there's nothing else in the ether with us. But we just need to take this time and relax and enjoy.
All right. Oh, let's rest. Start getting snuggly in the air.
Yeah, as you guys are in this like very misty, foggy realm, each one of you guys are on like your own little clouds, a wisp of like energy just floating there. Even like your blades, your swords are almost like plasma liquid just swirling about in the ether. And as Fang mentioned, it's a very kind of light and airy feeling. So like you're floating in this meditative state. It's relaxing, very comfortable, yet you can't help but feel like there's something watching over you, or you can't help but look over your shoulder to expect something just to float on by you, as well as you can feel the air just encompassing all around you. It's a strange sensation. I need someone to roll a D100 for me.
Got it. $56.
56. Alright. So as you guys begin to settle in here and begin to try to rest, what is it that each one of you guys do?
I just
Well,
kind
I'm
of lay
literally,
down.
yeah, I'm floating and just trying to get like some sleep. I'm exhausted. I'm battling nonstop.
Yeah, I'm relaxing, but I'm a little like trigger happy because it's not a concentration spell, but I know I can drop it at any time. So I'm a restless sleeper.
That's fair.
But
Fang.
I am getting my rest.
Yeah, again, kind of like what I already said, just like, just almost meditating and, I guess just trying to, I guess, get rid of some of this weight, and stress that we've endured, and just trying to clear my mind and pretty much start on a completely blank slate as who knows what's about to come, and just want to be fresh for everything.
I do remind everybody to stay like close to the ground.
Fair enough. As you guys spend some time in here, I guess beginning to settle down for rest and to sleep. As I mentioned, you can't help but feel as if something is staring over you or watching over you, but it's eerily silent and quiet as you look around in this space that you guys find yourselves in, and it seems like there's absolutely nothing at all in this area, which is a little more unsettling than being able to actually see something itself, knowing it's like being in the country all alone in the pitch black in the middle of the night. It's unsettling, the silence that there is around you, because knowing that there could be something just watching at any moment, ready to pounce, ready to attack, ready to do as it shall with you all. But an hour or two goes by, and that silence doesn't let up. No sound, no shadows. And with that, you seem like it's probably a good time to get some sleep. That is in the agenda for this evening.
Yeah.
So, I take it you guys all begin to drift off to sleep then. And in that time period, there's a bit of moments here and there where someone who, maybe would be awake or watching out would once again get that unsettling feeling as they begin to hear little little flashes of like air or energy in the space around you guys. But nothing enough to wake you guys up until after that 6 hours time where you guys all feel like you've gotten enough rest to complete a long rest. And look around, nothing seems to have been touched or changed or affected by you all in this strange space that you find yourselves in. And I'd say that just about the moment that you guys all wake up and find yourselves in this space, about 10 minutes or so later, that haziness and fogginess all begins to just drop. And as it does, you find yourselves back on the material plane once again. And with a full long rest.
Yes.
It's
I feel so good. Wilma, you are a genius.
Ugh. Oh, God.
being the medium-sized brain.
Well,
Has Dawn approached?
Yes, I'd
something.
say you guys aren't quite aware exactly what time it is, but say for recharging whatever you guys need to for dawn, I'd say yes. So
I
Luke, you make
gotta-
sure you recharge your staff and your boots and everything.
I remember, Wilma, I got a greater
Dawn
restoration.
soul or whatever.
Yeah, so it's like I have 2 free greater restorations.
I get one every dawn.
Yeah, but you can also use that for a mass healing word, right? Which actually
A mass cure wounds. Yeah.
a mass cure wounds. Oh, that's even
Which is
better.
even better.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna move some spells around.
Yeah, Luke, if you want to
I
change any
imagine-
cleric spells, you could too. But no worries.
So I will say, Luke, if you have, what is it, protect from good and evil?
I do have that.
So pretty sure this protects against mind flayers. So if somebody has it cast on them, they get they can't be charmed or frightened or possessed with the mind stuff. And they have advantage on any saving throw for like the tentacles and stuff like that. So that just might be a good thing to have.
I do have it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Spell magic.
You guys wake up, ready to get the day going. Before you do get the day going, of course, you start to sort out some prayers to your gods, each respectively, Lathander and Charis, and begin to speak with them to get yourselves prepared for what events the day might hold for you guys. Putting some of these divine spells and abilities in your back pocket. As you get this sorted out, is there anything else that you guys do to start your day off? Is there anything that Soul Rat does to start his day off?
Well, I do a couple of these for a while. There's some.
Don't forget to go backwards too.
That's right. You gotta go backwards. You don't want to pull something. Mostly, for me, it's literally mostly physical stuff. I know that now we're going down this hallway, hopefully to this brain. It's the fight of my life. I am focused, and I'm ready to slash and bash here.
Hell yes.
Yeah, I think I'm just, I'm going down my mind how best we can kill these things. And I mean, it's game time.
Well, gents and lady, shall we get moving down the hallway? And I glance a sly smile. For the first time in a while, I feel great.
Let's keep on keeping on, gentlemen.
All right, and then I'm going to lead the way.
All right.
And,
yep, go on.
I looked back and said, by the way, watch the walls in case whatever this interdimensional pocket thing, not so easy to see. Don't touch anything. Keep on moving.
Let's do it.
Okay. As you guys begin to delve deeper and deeper down this tunnel and into the earth, as I mentioned, as you guys first entered, it has a really like dank, old, kind of decaying smell in here, but the air becomes thick and heavy as you guys begin to travel further and further in here. Without Sorak's blade lighting the way, it'd be oppressively dark, just enveloping all around you guys. The only other light seems to come from the phosphorescent fungi and mushrooms clinging to the rocky walls as you guys make your way further and further down. I'm not going to switch you guys to a different scene, but here's like an image for you. You guys make your way down. You guys can see more of this dim glow of different bizarre flora and mushrooms. Their colors ranging from all sorts of sickly greens to pulsating purples. Just pass on by. Some of them emit a faint rhythmic hum, while others seem to twitch and writhe as if they are alive. The ground that you guys walk on is occasionally covered in a little bit of slime, some of that phosphorescent moss that gives off a soft glow, creating this really surreal and unsettling ambiance to the space. But you guys venture deeper and deeper. You guys can hear, or begin to hear at least, the sound of distant waters that just echoes throughout the caverns as you guys stay on this path, hinting at some sort of maybe vast subterranean lake or river out in the distance. But even like the walls in here, as you guys walk on through, it seems to almost pulse with like a strange energy. And as you get deeper and deeper, the temperature drops noticeably as you move further into the depths. As you guys keep on moving further and further, who's leading the way, or what is the
I'm going first, but y'all gotta catch your characters up to me.
And no worries, we're not on a scene really
Yeah.
right now. Just you can click the picture that I sent in the game log and blow that up, kind of narrating off of this.
It's me pointing the way since I got the light source.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make a perception check or survival if you'd like.
I'll also cast light on my head.
Sure. Fang's shiny head begins to glow even shinier.
13.
13 on the survival. And suddenly, as you're walking down this path, you look down and you notice a couple of like footprints embedded on this phosphorescent moss, and even Wilma feels like she senses some sort of like movement in the shadows, maybe a faint skittering, and yeah, kind of sets your nerves on edge a little bit.
I'm gonna take a listen with my smart hearing, see if I can identify what it is.
Yeah, go ahead and make a perception check.
19.
You listen. You can just hear it sounds like in the distance some faint skittering happening, and even like maybe even the hiss of something like reptilian. Um, but then again, you start to hear what sounds like even echoing clicks of like insectoid legs or limbs. Um, it seems like coming from one side of of this area and then one from the other, and it just seems like your senses are on high alert as was forewarned, and can't seem to sense any or like see any of these potential unseen threats, but you know that there are eyes watching upon you all.
I turn back to the crew and I whisper, pretty sure it's a clear-cut case of crab people. Drown. Ugh.
I would, I mean, I just start getting ready, kind of.
Now, the eyes that I feel watching me, do I feel like it's like a creature definitely looking at me, or is it kind of like when it's like a ghost, like, I don't know, I've had like creepy feeling where you feel like
Sure.
someone's in the room looking at you, but it's not really someone there.
Sure. This with the sounds and footprints and all this combined, it seems like a physical form, like someone or something is watching. Maybe even many things.
Well, gents, lady, keep your eyes out, keep your ears open, and from now on, maybe it's best if we keep the talking to a minimum, unless absolutely necessary. Keep on
Got
moving.
it.
Alright, as you guys keep on moving, and Solrak instructs you guys in such a way, I need everyone to make a stealth check for me, please.
We up to the same.
Wow. Hope it's a 12.
Let me see something. Okay.
Huh?
So you guys continue on further and further, silently stepping each foot that you lay down on this moss as silent as you possibly can be. As you look up to the ceiling, it kind of just disappears into this like impenetrable darkness up above, just like making it impossible to see how expansive this room truly is. You guys begin to walk around the edge of this pathway and begins to spiral downwards, further and further down. Just the path continues to spiral down, and you can see this faint glowing green aura emanating and pulsing down at the bottom of this spiral, and it almost is like a funnel that you guys find yourselves walking down. As mentioned before, the air getting cold, well, it starts to get intensely colder as you guys make your way down here even further and further. I'm going to throw a light on your token, not that it matters because you're not looking at anything. There you go. And the air becomes heavy and oppressive, the weight of the earth above you guys, and the sounds of that skittering seems to be left behind as you guys go further and further down this spiral, but that sense of isolation now begins to intensify.
Keep on moving.
Yeah, keep walking.
Slowly, slowly, slowly. You said we see like a green glow in front of us?
Yeah, down, so you guys are like walking, spiraling around down and down, further and further down this pathway. Down at the bottom, which you guys can't really see the bottom quite yet, but down where you guys are heading towards, there is green glow that's like pulsing from down there.
That must be it.
Yep. I start walking towards the green pulsing door and take a look at it first before walking through, making sure there's nothing, no traps, nothing in the way.
You don't see a door quite yet. You just see this green glow coming from the path in which you guys are heading down, spiraling around and around, down further and further. As you guys continue to go down and down, further and further, that weight and oppressiveness just seems to intensify more and more, and you begin to hear whispers just kind of run in the back of your mind, each one of you individually. And then it seems like they begin to come simultaneously as you guys all look around at each other as you hear one of them. It's like, was that you? Or was that you?
It's not me. I said no talking. Stupid. Just told you it's not me. God damn it. I keep moving and try to disregard the voices, but never mind.
Anybody understand them?
Yeah. As you begin to focus in on it, Wilma, everyone else kind of just seems to ignore it a little bit, but you begin to listen and focus in on it. You hear. Actually, go ahead and roll a d20.
Well, wouldn't I hear it too?
Are you focusing in on it? I was just saying that you guys heard whispers in the back of your mind. No one is really.
Oh well, if I heard whispers, if I heard whispers, then I thought I would.
Sure. They were very faint, but you'd have to try to listen in if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Wilma with a 1, okay. You hear, time is fleeting. The convergence approaches. We must prepare.
I just kind of note to the guys. I think we're getting close.
Fang, if you're listening in, roll a d20 as well.
Mm, 13.
Fang, as you're listening in, you start to get a little bit of a feeling of like paranoia on you, because the words that speak out to you are, eyes watch from the void, minds probe the barriers. We are never alone, never free.
Did you tell us that?
Mm-mm.
Okay, I keep on walking.
Yeah, Solrak, it's very strange, hearing these whispers, but you shake your head and keep on pushing forward further and further, until you find yourself getting closer and closer to the bottom of this pathway that you're leading everyone down towards, and eventually you make your way to where this green light is really being intensified.
Oh.
And you can see the long tunnel that you guys have, and pathway that you guys have traversed down, ends at this immense double door with an eerie green light that emanates from the seam of it.
I guess that must be it.
I think this is their little area.
Well, we didn't come this far just to come this far, so shall we?
I think we shall.
Before I push the door open, now I'm gonna see if there's any like traps or anything I should look forward to.
Yeah, make either make a perception or investigation roll.
Let's go with.
You guys see the picture I sent, right?
22. That's what.
Nice. Yeah, you look over this Solrak, expecting to see some sort of trap or protection coming off of it, as you see like these kind of like tendril like roots wrapping around the archway of the frame. You notice that there is a small metal embossed plate on the side of the door frame with a couple of dots and line stanzas on it, very similar to the Qualith locks that you guys saw on the archway to make your way into the Drow's temple to go through that portal.
Oh. So if I remember correctly, we had to figure out how to use that thing, right? And to
I
solve
think we had to put the tentacles of
Yeah, left it.
the lifted on it. Don't we have
Oh,
the head of Axis or whatever his name was?
We do.
Yes, I have Azdax head. I do.
Azax, yeah.
Sorek, as you begin to look at this door for a bit more time to identify how to open it, or if there's any lock or any traps or anything on it, you begin to hear like crashing of cymbals just smashing inside your skull. It's a jarring sensation as your mind just kind of pauses for a moment. I need you to make a wisdom save for me.
Damn it. Uh-huh. 18.
18. You feel this, as I mentioned, this jarring sensation in your brain as you hear the cymbals crash inside your mind, and it shakes you to your core. And you can feel like this energy pulsing from the door. Almost fall down to your knees, but you're able to withstand it for the time being.
There's Did I feel like the energy was trying to take over my body, or was it just trying to fuck me up? Like, what exactly was that feeling?
Make a insight check, or actually, I guess just like general intelligence check.
Intelligence. Oh.
Hey, you're a little shaken right now. Not exactly sure where that came from or why. You have felt creatures try to take over your mind before, but this honestly just felt like an assault.
There's some kind of power behind these doors. I felt it inside of me. Wonder if it's the brain itself doing it.
I think we need to proceed very carefully going through here.
That's right.
Is
But,
is there an archway on the door like the one that we had passed through before, or is it just the plate?
Prior, the other one that you guys were at, the archway was like where the door essentially was. It was like a fake door in the wall was the archway, and to the side of that was the metal plate. Same kind of thing here. You see the metal plate to the side, but there's actually a physical door here.
Well, hey, why don't you try to take out that head and see if that works?
Yeah, I guess I'll try. I just don't know what the plate says. I can't decipher it. But I mean, might as well
If I
try.
remember last time, yeah, we just had to put the head on the plate. But you had to be very
thought it was
careful not to touch it.
I thought it was the archway, but I will try putting the head on the plate again.
Cast
Or-
guidance on him.
Yes, I take the head out of my bag of holding, and I proceed cautiously to the plate. I don't do anything until I don't put a lifted head up to the plate, unless I see nothing happens. If I see nothing happens, then upon like getting closer to the plate, then of course I will put it on the plate.
Okay. Yeah, as you stand up to the front here, are you just looking at the plate? Or are you looking at the door? Or what are you
I'm
doing?
looking at the plate right now to see if it like glows or anything like that. Um, or like if I hear something that like kind of like unlatches or something, whether it's from the plate or from the door, But like I'm predominantly focused on the plate to see if it's reacting to me with the illithid head.
Yeah, as you stand before the plate, just as it did when you guys were in the drow outpost, nothing seems to, just happen to it as you approach it. But
Wonder if
as Wilma, suggested that it is the plate that you need to, try the same method that you guys tried before.
Isn't that what I was just doing?
You said you were just staring at it. You didn't say you were trying to
No,
do it.
no. I said I put the illithid head up to the plate.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
and
you
you're like
did.
trying to read it with it there. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. Go ahead and make a Arcana check as you do that.
Guidance.
Oh, nat 20. Fuck
Mm.
yeah.
Really, it didn't show on my screen.
Yeah, I don't see your rolls, Luke. Might be just rolling to you.
Oh, it rolled to just Dungeon Master.
It didn't even come up to me.
Well, I believe him.
Screenshot it and drop it in the.
Yeah, I just took a picture.
All good. All right, so Fang holds up, being the one that was able to do this before, holds up the tentacles of one of the Mind Flayer heads that you guys have here to the Qualith Glock, and begins to just line by line reading through it, finding the proper pattern to begin to have each one of these lines and dots glow ever so slightly until one by one they all illuminate, and the door just slightly groans as it cracks open, and that green light just kind of floods in here now.
I put the illithid head back in the bag of holding. And, shit. Oh, fuck, my thing froze. Alright, careful, gents and Wilma. We don't know what's past these doors.
As you push the doors on open, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. Let me send this picture again so that, because you just connected.
Oh, I see it. Hell, that's sick.
So, as you push the doors on open, you see this enormous statue at the east end of this long room depicts a massive Mind Flayer with its arms outstretched, holding a brain in each hand. The statue is made of one large piece of this greenish type of stone, and although the brains are covered with some sort of green mucus or slime that drips from the statue's hands into a puddle on the floor, you see these flowing designs that kind of decorate the walls, everything with a bit of a curvature to it. And lounging against the south wall are two Mind Flayers, and you can see their face tentacles kind of periodically kind of gesticulating, kind of moving around a little bit. As you push open the door, I need everyone to make a stealth check.
Oh shit.
25. Did that one go through?
I see your 25, yes.
Okay.
5. Yes. Awesome. You know what? I'm gonna inspiration on that.
All right.
Yeah.
That. High rolls. So Fang peeks his head into this room, and you can see that these two Mind Flayers have their backs to you guys, and their tentacles kind of fluttering up a bit, kind of gesturing to one another. And of course, what you guys know a bit about lithids is that they communicate telepathically for the most part. And so you'd imagine that they might be engaged in some sort of conversation currently.
By the way, this is for me and Wilma. Oh, yeah, it's ready.
Oh yeah, that was two
Oh,
nat
that is nice,
20s.
buddy. Hell yeah.
Nice.
I like how my roll's higher, but it's not a nat 20.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you rolled like a 6.
Very sneaky. Alright.
Well, I signal to the beings. And actually, so they communicate with their minds. So if I chugged my detect thoughts potion now, could I read their mind?
It's a
I like
possibility.
hear what they're saying. I
They
whisper.
might like feel you reading their mind though. I don't know how it works. Just thinking.
You're right, they are very powerful beings here. Well, maybe we should just
Just fucking
keep going
kill 'em.
around them. You want to kill them? Because we're not really here for them. We could just keep going.
I mean, so like, what exits do
Yeah,
we see in the room?
Yeah, when I peek in there, what do I see?
Make a perception check.
Besides,
7.
Ooh, I'm gonna see
Yeah, you see these two mind flayers here, and you like kind of quickly look around the room and back up against the wall once again to make sure that you don't get seen. You do notice that there is a doorway behind the statue leading somewhere, and beyond where the mind flayers are, there seemed to be another hall that dips down. Did see it looked like there was like maybe an alcove or some sort of passage to the north, but it didn't get a full glance of the potential of that.
where are the mind flayers? Are they to the south? Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, right there.
Hold on. Oh, there they are. Okay, so there's a hallway there, and you said a door right. Oh, whoa, that was cool. Oh, there's two. Oh, that's what those are. Those are doors. Oh,
Hey,
nice. Above VTT.
don't you
I
open
didn't-
my doors.
I didn't open them.
We
It's a
can
nice
open it.
touch.
Fuck
It's a
yeah,
nice
open that
touch.
shit.
It's
What's
a
in
nice touch above VTT. All right. Gents, do you think we just make a run for a door, or maybe try and cause a distraction?
I think
there?
of
I say
running.
we bum rush
We'll
them.
get noticed.
I
But
say we bum rush
distraction.
them.
To be fair, the brain is connected to these beings here, so when we get to the brain, it'll probably call them anyway. So we're better off just using our sneaking around advantage and overpowering them now here.
Well, my thing is, I think we have to go down the hallway, and we're not sneaking by them. I don't think to get to the hallway.
Exactly. So you mean like towards the door, right?
No, the hallway that's down here.
Oh, well, either way, we got to go past them. So
Right, but I'm saying we have a better chance of. I'm saying I think we need to go down the hallway, but we're not going to be able to sneak down there. We have
Yeah,
a
me
good
neither.
chance of just bolting it to the door real quick, compared to.
They're gonna see us.
yeah,
Right.
exactly. We gotta slash and bash these assholes. Is what I'm
So I
saying.
think if you guys just wanna bum rush them and just fucking kill the first one and then kill the second one, that's
Gotcha.
probably the best way to do it.
You don't have to tell me twice. And I ready my swords.
So
and,
I would wait for everybody to get ready. Right before they would go in, I would cast protection from good and evil on Soul Rack, and I would kind of, well, that's 10 minutes. So right when we're getting ready to roll in, I do that, and I think Soul Rack and Fang, you should just go kill the first one with everything you got, and then kill the second one.
I'm gonna. The closest one to me is this red one right here, so I'm gonna focus my attacks on that one. So look at Fang. Said Fang. I'm gonna start with that one. Take the rear with me.
Yeah,
We'll
I
take
think
him
you
down
should
a
both
little
do it.
back. Then we'll focus on the other guy. Wilma, just keep an eye on Orin, the other one. If he makes a move, tries to run, maybe even call for help, blast it.
Yeah, so you guys want me to take care of that last one first?
We're
And
gonna
I think
attack
you
the
both,
first.
yeah, both attack
Both-
red.
Yeah, we both go for red first.
Yeah,
Ornan.
yeah, I'm assuming since they don't know we're here, just run in quietly, surprise them, get it off on the red one, and then we'll see what happens.
Giggity. I like it.
So I'm gonna take a deep breath. I know where my target is. Yeah. Move. There we go. And is the orange one? The orange one's facing the red one, right? So like, even if I was quiet, they would see me.
They are both kind of backs to you right now.
Oh, great. Okay. And I'm
Here,
going to.
I would say hold on for 1 second, guys. So they have no idea what's going on.
I mean, you guys could take more time and have you roll another stealth check, and we can see if they know what's going on.
Leroy!
You know what? It's fine. Let's just kill him. I think it
so
makes
I'm going to
sense.
sneak, since their backs are turned to me, and I'm very stealthy. I'm going to sneak, step, a stepper, and I'm standing behind the red one, and I'm gonna go ahead and attack his ass.
We do this at the same time.
Alright, I need you
By the
two
way.
to make another stealth check then if you're approaching that close to make your move.
So,
You guys just like bum rush them.
oh, nat one.
Oh, a solid 4. Oh, did we lose Carlos? Oh no.
Yeah. I don't hear him.
Yeah, you're muted or something. You're looking a little laggy.
Oh, God.
Yeah, dude.
Turn that off. Oh, turn it all off.
All right. Well, what I will say is, as you guys begin to make your way on in here, there we go. I think we got you. Maybe.
Nice.
Screenshot it.
Right. It's close. Get a taste of your own medicine. As you guys both approach on in here, as slowly and quietly as you possibly can try to, these creatures, being quite aware of their surroundings, notice some intrusion of psionic psychic thoughts happening within this room, and as you guys are about to approach them, quickly turn around and you hear like a gurgled kind of sound come from them as their tentacles flail up into the air, and they try to make some sort of move. I'm gonna have both of you guys roll dexterity checks and see if you can beat an 8 or a 6. Okay.
Hell yeah.
A 25, and Solrak's not here, so we'll just say that Fang Yu, he like quickly goes to grab something from his belt area, and you see an opportunity real quick to get an attack in. It's not a surprise, so no advantage or anything, but you do get a quick attack in. Solrak, go roll a dex check for me, please, Solrak.
Idiot. 23.
That will hit.
So I
10 damage, and I'm going to do a stunning strike on that one.
Okay.
Spend the key point. So they got to make a con saving throw. Oh, yes!
Hold
He
on.
is stunned.
Yep. Okay.
So for what it's worth, I probably would have hit him with a Sacred Flame too. I would have read that as they ran in.
Cool. Love that. Solrak, you do get your attack in first, but it is not a surprise. As they quickly go and try to grab something and they fumble. Fang stuns them first before you can get an attack in. What do you roll? 25. Yeah, so Fang would have gotten his hit in first. So go ahead and roll attack with advantage, Solrak. If you're attacking the red one. And Wilma, who are you doing the Sacred Flame to?
Red one as well. It's
Okay.
a dex check.
Okay, and stunned.
19.
Roll dex for me, please, Wilma. 24
Just
will
a
hit.
standard dex check.
Yes, please. Okay, cool.
Minor.
Yeah, so you'd go last in this kind of lineup real quick. Yeah, 24 hits, Solrak. Go ahead, roll damage, which is, yeah. And because he is stunned, he automatically fails his dex save for the Sacred Flame, so he will take that 12 damage. I think Carlos is having some difficulties. We can't hear you for what it's worth as well, Carlos. But
Roll damage.
yeah, there we go.
There you go.
9 damage plus 5, so 14. Okay, 14 damage on this first swipe. Goes into this Mind Flayer, who you guys have clearly gotten their attention now. Wilma, that Sacred Flame goes off as he's stunned there and just illuminates him and does a little bit of radiant damage to him. You are ready to bounce off a second spell. What do you got? Or whatever you please plan to do. Doesn't need to be a spell.
Oh, I didn't roll it. I didn't know it auto rolled.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Was that your... Yeah, go ahead. Roll again, I guess. That's a good point if you guys didn't roll initiative.
I mean, I'll take it. Yeah. I
Oh,
didn't.
none of us rolled
Yeah,
initiative.
everyone roll initiative. My bad. There we go. Solrak.
It still all
with a
works. Cool.
16. Well, actually, I guess that's whatever his last one was. Whatever. Wilma, you're up.
Yeah, we're still. Solrak can go.
Well, I don't know
Oh,
where
no.
he
Oh,
is.
he's out. Yeah. That's fine. So I would just hit him with another Sacred Flame right now. Restarting.
Good times.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm gonna hit him with another Sacred Flame, so that's 19 dex.
Okay.
Although he fails, so 24.
24 damage. Nice. Yeah, you burn him up with some more radiant flames, and this one is already looking pretty hurt. After these couple surprise attacks happened on him. Anything else that you want to do?
It's gonna step back so the other one can't see me, or step down. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm good. Maybe Fang goes instead of Solrak.
Yep. Absolutely. Fang, you're up.
I'm gonna stay up here so I can see it.
Let me just confirm that. Until the end of my... Okay, so at the end of my next turn, he is unstunned.
At the end
Solrak
of his turn.
hasn't... Yeah, correct. Solrak hasn't gone yet, correct?
Correct.
Because
yeah.
of his computer issues? I got it. Alright. I would... Pending that, I would move to the orange guy.
Okay.
And start bashing him with my quarterstaff.
Alrighty.
27.
That'll hit.
Yeah. Oh, come on now. There we go. Ooh, 14 damage. Hell yeah.
Nice.
And then again. Ooh, 30.
Yep, that'll hit.
13 damage.
Nice.
And then bonus action. I kick him in the tentacles for 27.
Oh, roundhouse kick
And
to the
then
tentacles.
12 more damage. And then I just kind of slide
Can you hear me now?
back.
Yas.
Here you are. Yep.
Yay.
All right. Very
And
cool.
that's my turn.
Sorak, it is your turn. If you're ready to attack, you got this red one stunned in front of you, looking very hurt.
Oh yeah.
You do have advantage on your attacks.
So I have advantage, right?
You do.
All right. I am demon swording his ass. Second, the sheet is loading. Damn it, just stop it. Everything's just being a bitch.
Mother bitch.
There it is. Okay, loading. There we go. Okay. Demon sword. Advantage. Oh. Could be rolls.
Show me the results.
Come on, big money.
Come on, result.
No whammy.
Oh.
Stop.
Do you know
No way. Oh, it just rolled off of it.
18? All right. 18 will
No,
hit.
18.
Yep, that'll hit. 6 damage. 4. Oh yeah, he's looking really, really rough.
Finish him.
Slice one of his tentacles off of his face.
Plus the 5. 10 damage.
26 will
Alright,
hit.
I'm swinging again.
Is
Is it 18 damage?
God, it's terrible.
Damn.
Even for 26.
is his audio way behind?
It must
Like a
be.
minute behind.
That's
12
hilarious.
Plus 6. 18 damage.
Good job, buddy. I'm so proud of you.
Hey, buddy.
It just takes a while to get there. That's all
Still
it is.
alive?
That's hilarious. Yep, you slash off another 2 tentacles. He has 2 writhing about on his face right now, frantically, as he's stunned there. 18
Yeah,
will hit.
It's like lagging, but we'll make it do.
With that, that's
Is it still alive, though?
15 damage. With this third one, you slash off his last 2 tentacles off his face, and he looks at you with his wide, pale eyes and falls down to the ground dead.
Ugh.
Do you want me to move you to the next one?
Okay.
Oh, he's got it.
5
There
damage.
you go.
There we go. 21 will hit.
Very nice. I'm gonna move over the other. So,
Alright.
and then I'll bring her up.
12 damage. Nice. The lag is
There's
great.
12 damage.
Love it. Alright. Sorak takes a couple slashes into the first one, drops him down as he bleeds out this disgusting ichor to the ground. You approach the orange one and give him a couple slashes, or a single slash as well, and he is already looking weak after Fang's attacks and this. With that, though, he turns to you, Sorak, with his tentacles writhing about in the air, and he goes and starts to wrap his tentacles around your head.
I
20.
think you got disadvantage on that.
Oh yeah, because of the stuff. That's right.
Tech, yeah, I'll throw it on there.
Let me roll that one again then. All right, so yeah, that's a 9, and then he goes and tries to do it again. 14 tentacles warbling around Sorak's head as he just shakes them off and cannot connect. Back to you, Sorak. Top of the round. What do you have?
I'll take it. And,
There we go. We're back.
Guys. After this jerk tried to tentacle my head, I'm going to take a swing-a-ling with Demon Sword.
Okay.
Do I have advantage on this too, or no?
No.
I actually think you might.
Oh,
Or no, hold on. Touch.
I don't think it does.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't.
But 18 does hit.
There you go. 8 plus 9 damage.
9.
Then here I go against 17.
17 will hit.
Yeah, buddy. So 11 plus 12 damage.
Oh yeah, another big slash across him. He's not ready for this. Ooh, a 30. That's a natural 20.
Oh, nat 20. Yee-hee, nat 20. I turn off my soundboard. So. That's cool.
So that's 6 plus 8 is 14 plus 11 is 25. Solrak, as you take this third slash into him with the demon sword, how do you lay this mind flayer down to rest?
Oh, yeah. So basically, killed the first guy. In one swoop, the other one tries to yank me via his tentacles. It's like pulling my head back and shit. Basically, a duck down, and then just a quick stab. It's like a 2 double sword stabs. And then you just basically see me standing there. When the guy's standing behind me. And it's like, what the fuck is happening with him? And all of a sudden, he's just like... it collapses on the ground. And blood just starts spewing from him.
Ooh, love it. Yeah, as you would expect, maybe some sort of blood. It's very like ichor-like instead. It's this gross vile liquid that pools out of him, and yeah, you stand here with these two one on either side of you, lying dead on this stone, this green stone on the ground, and as this statue just kind of illuminates the room, holding these brains in its hands with this green mucus dripping down off of it. We will pick it up here, I think, the next time you get together and see how you guys move on forward from this position that you have found yourselves in.
Let's do it.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Cool. Awesome,
Well.
guys. Woo! Yeah, JR the Nerd says, stunning the Mind Flayer. Turnabout is a fair play. Very nice. You've got a Mind Flayer sandwich going on here. That's right. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you for playing. Oh, we got Carlos back on here. Yeah, thanks for getting a nice little short one in here tonight, guys. Luke, I hope you feel better. Hope you guys have a
Thank
great
you.
rest of your week. And maybe we'll squeeze a shorty in this week. Probably not, because we're busy-ass motherfuckers, and we'll probably just play on Sunday. So,
All right.
we'll catch you guys later. Thanks, everyone, for watching, for tuning in. We'll see where this takes us the next time, as I'm excited for these next steps. And take that short rest, guys, and look out for those goblins under the stairs. Catch you next time.
Peace.
See ya.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.